Kenny Omega is back in AEW, and Tony Khan, he is back to his tricks. He is back to his tricks. Oh, yeah, we are going to gossip about Kenny Omega and his return. Oh, I mean, look, he couldn't even wrestle today because he was so injured. He was so injured. He was not even 100% recovered, yet he's back on AEW television. I wonder if that's because Triple H and WWE is making a lot of moves, a lot of returns, a lot of debuted. So here comes Tony Khan, threatened, and he had to bring Kenny Omega back on television. If you know YouTube, you know likes and subscribes will help. Like this video, subscribe if you like wrestling gossip. Now let's get to it. Kenny Omega, oh God, I like you. I am a fan of yours, but baby, what was you doing out there today? You did not, you were limping this whole time. You looked like you were about to fall in every other move you was going to do. It seemed like he needed to go back to physical therapy, in my opinion. It seemed like he was still injured. I was like, baby, who made you come back? But then I thought about it. Tony Khan, he is so threatened by Triple H and what is going on in WWE and how they are getting this huge buzz and how every week you never know who's going to make their return. You never know who's going to make their debut. You never know who's going to come back to the company. So he has to now do his little dirty tricks and try to get some publicity for AEW, even if that means he has to bring somebody like Kenny Omega, who is injured, who has no business being in that ring. I knew when he was wearing that long sleeve shirt, I said, oh, yeah, usually he doesn't wear a shirt when he wrestles, but he doesn't want us to see what his chest and everything looks like. There's probably a lot of patches on his back, probably a lot of shit from physical therapy that he didn't want to show the audience that. That's why he was covering up. Ever since Triple H got in charge, this is what's been happening. Last week we had this same scenario. You do your research. Do your research. Last week we had CM Punk return. And, just like Kenny Omega, injured, can't compete at 100%, but, was returning just for a little pop. And it's like, I get this. I get you're a little threatened, but it's like, this is so obvious. This is so obvious. I mean, it was so painful seeing Kenny Omega. It looked like he was a little drunk because he was dizzy. It looked like he was about to faint any minute. I said, Lord have mercy. What did Tony Khan promise him, or did Tony Khan threaten him? I don't know what's going on, but they are returning. Everybody is coming back who's been on the injury list. Don't be surprised if you see Red Velvet coming back to the baddies sooner than later. I'll give her 2 weeks because Kenny Omega and CM Punk, they were injured, and we don't know how bad her injury is, but, they're so desperate at this point to get a pop, to get some kind of publicity that they'll have anybody return just for the hell of it. And you don't have to watch AEW to know what's going to happen. Kenny Omega is reuniting with his Young Bucks brothers, the Jackson brothers. I love them too. I actually think they are one of the best tag teams on this planet. Yes, I love the Usos. I also like the Jacksons as well. I like them all. I like Kenny Omega, so don't be calling me a hater. Oh, no, I don't hate on anybody. I'm just gossiping. I'm just reporting what Tony Khan is doing. He is desperate for a rating. He is desperate to be on WrestlingInc.com. He is desperate to have something trending on Twitter because he is so scared of what's going on with WWE that he has to do all this. So we got a good little match, but I hope it's not worth Kenny Omega getting injured again and then being on the chopping block for another 2 or 3 months. And let's get to it. He looked there's something off about him. And usually he looks bright, animated. This Kenny Omega that we have, it looks more serious, looks timid. He looks a little hesitant in the ring. Again, not hating on him, but he looks hesitant because He's like, shit, I'm still injured. I can't do all these fucking moves that y'all want me to do because I'm still injured. But Tony Khan, he is so scared and he's pulling all his little tricks. And who do you think's gonna come next? Y'all can leave a comment if y'all want, but I like the likes. I like the subscription. So subscribe to this channel. This is Markel's World. All things professional wrestling in my life. I gossip about professional wrestling and sometimes I report. Bye.